All right, y'all, I'm at it again with another installation. In this particular case, my turn handle on my shower unit, it seemed like it was stripped. So every time I turned it, no water came out or anything like that. It just was very rigid, giving resistance as I go up or down, whatever the case may be. But nevertheless, this assembly here was not working. This valve assembly was not working. Okay, so I'm going to replace that. And since you notice that this is gray, the housing around it is gray, therefore there's two types. There's one that I've learned through research. If it has white head or housing, that means that it was an older model before 2006. If it has a gray, that's the model that's beyond 2006, and that's the one that I purchased. So if you look here, you can see the actual part numbers. What's that? RP 46463, and it has the gray. So simple enough. We're gonna now, I already took the screws off, which is two crosshead screws here. I took those off. Took the big plate off here. That's all. Okay, took the handle off before I did that. And so the next thing, we gotta take this off right here. And I got a special tool just for that. So hold on. Here's this special tool I was speaking of that I purchased from Lowe's. It cost $9. Just to wrap around here, secure it, and then I'll be able to turn it counterclockwise to get this ring off here. Okay. Now, before I did all this, y'all, I had to locate my water main in my house, which I couldn't find the actual shutoff valve in my house here, so I went out to the front yard, walked out there, looked on the grass down there, saw the main plate, picked it up, and just turned the valve clockwise. If you need to see that, I can show it to you when I go and turn it back on. Turn the water back on. Okay, now that I got this thing wrapped in, I just turn it, and there it is. See, it's turning freely. Okay, I'm trying to use one hand. There it is, y'all. And that should be good enough for me to turn it now. Nope. Do it some more. Okay, let me put this thing down so I can. Okay, that was funny. So I had to actually turn it and pull it at the same time. So it wasn't a screw on. It was more of a pull to get that thing off. Okay, and there's an O-ring behind it as well. So just push that O-ring back. Then I gotta take this piece off here as well. Okay? Okay, yeah, so we do have to take this off, so I gotta loosen that up again. Let me see if I can do it by hand. No, I cannot. So let's put this thing on here again, and let's turn it to loosen it. Ah, there it is. Okay, that was good. That should be loose enough, yeah. There it is, take that off. Good to go. Now I should be able just to pull this out. Okay. Yeah, put my fingernails there a little bit, just to get a good grip. And let's work it on out, put it on out. Come on out of there, buddy. Come on out. You want to come out, don't you? There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you. I'm gonna use two hands, y'all, and put this down. Yeah, from what it looks like, I pulled this out, and it came out just like this. So I'm assuming this was the problem. I guess there's something broke here. Looks like something happened here. So let's put the new one on. Okay, and go from that point forward. Okay, y'all, I have the new assembly right here. All right, then all you gotta do is just push this in basically. But one thing prior to that, we have to look on here. Okay, that's good, because with my naked eye, guys, my age, I could not see that. It says hot side. So therefore, it's gonna go on like this, because you know the hot water's off to the left side, right? So hop inside this tub again here. Get on down here, and then we're gonna insert this. Now you remember we got those grooves right here to the left and right, so this should just line up with those grooves. Okay, see that groove? That little knot right there. Yeah, there's one on the other side as well right there. So those will slide right into those grooves to secure it. Yeah, we got the hot side on the left, right? Yep. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so that should push in. Okay, once again, let me put on board. I use my 2 hands. Okay, now naturally it's kind of like sat inside the grooves, but not all the way, because if I pushed one side of the groove, then the other one came out slightly. So what I did, I just put this bonnet nut on top, and I'm gonna screw this down. So now I'm gonna get that little wrench ordeal and tighten it up a little more. Okay, now that I got that on there, now I'm gonna go outside and turn the main water supply back on, just to make sure we don't have any leaks before we proceed. Okay, y'all, now I told you I was gonna show you where I cut the main water valve off. Okay, so this is it right here. Alright, I could just use my adjustable wrench and turn it counterclockwise now to cut it back on. Okay. So let me pause this. Okay, y'all, I got the water on, and everything seems to be good here. There's no leaks involved there. So now we're gonna go ahead and just start the reassembly piece. All right, we have that on tight. This, let's push this on in here. I gotta put my hands down again. Second, if you don't mind. Okay, we got that pushed in. All right, next is to put our knob on. Just find the groove. It's gonna basically slide in by itself. All right, there it is, right there. Okay. Next, I'm gonna put this piece on here. Now these are stoppers here, left and right, and it's gonna stop with that there. So we just gotta find up. I gotta go on backwards as I do. Let me play with this for a minute, because there's 2 holes here, and those are for the slots, which these can sink into. So it could turn freely, because this is going to be the stopper naturally against one of these edges here to turn it right and left. So let me pause this and okay, now that I got that in there, let me go to turn. Hey y'all, look, it's working so far. We couldn't do that before. Okay. All right. Okay, the next piece, we got the turn dial here. This is go from cold to hot. So we're gonna put this on. Okay, and screw this in here. Okay. I'll pause so I can put this on. This is your turn lever for your temperature. Okay, now the thing with aligning this up good so that this pointer will go flush all the way to the red. So when I turn my hot water on, see, it goes all the way to the red, and I can turn all the way back down to cold. All right, and let's screw the screw inside, and then put the rest of the assemblies on. Okay, now before we put that handle on, we have to put this back on there, this ring back on. So let's take the handle off. There it is. Let's put this ring on here. Nope. Let me put the housing on first. Then the ring, yes. This is gonna go on, folks, first. Now, there's screws inside there. I gotta use 2 hands. So let me put this on first. Then we're gonna put the ring. Then we're gonna put the arm on, and the rest. Hold on. Okay, there we go. We have the outer covering on, and let's go to the ring, like I said earlier. And that sits in there. There you go. And now we're gonna put the handle on. And previously, perfect. All right. We're gonna put this piece on like we had. That should be good. Like that. And then the next piece. So look at this. See how this is going to sit on there. The dial. Dial piece. There it is. See, the dial piece is flushed. And gold dot. Actually, it was stopping right. Didn't go that far last time, did it? No. Let's see what we gotta do here. See, this is we gotta play with it because see, it's way beyond the red here. I'm gonna put it back. I guess that's good enough because it's beyond the blue as well. All right, that's good. So let's put this screw in there. Screw it in. Okay, that's good. And cap. Just snap on it good. Play with that for a minute. But that's it, y'all.